The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky looking deep for Jet. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Gary Jennings, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the...
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The return man, Wilson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Trubisky to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
first down and run with Cohen. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
A pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was, and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Stafford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
1st and goal. Detroit.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
At the Bears' 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action, throw the ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Detroit.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Cohen fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tariq Cohen, the ball carrier.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. This is Cohen on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Will Harris.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Agnew now to return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Lions will take over.
For 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Lions.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Bears' 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. One more time with Lindsey. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown.
Philip Lindsey, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, alert.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 18 yards on that one. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
3-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
And the Lions first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they try the right side here. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
36 on the carry.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stafford. Going into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stafford now to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. try and go deep again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Phillip Lindsey. His second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Lions have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Lindsey going to try and run it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. On yard.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5 now. Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Jennings. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Play action. Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On first down at Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Philip Lindsay. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll run here on third and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So with a fourth and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through.
Makes the score.
And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. This is Cohen. Call and a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Looking deep for Jennings. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And Robinson with a big catch. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Patterson on the carry. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. The return man, Wilson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Lions.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Jordan Lucas there on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he'll give it here to his running back. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Short game last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff as they run left side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Stafford. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mariota to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got this down to the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Six yards left on 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, Lindsey. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good, and that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 19's offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. So that's Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
He's across
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go and make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Brought down by Will.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Again, it's Cohen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. A partner, great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic